Hello everyone, Vita's A42 back again. You're not seeing things. This is in fact it's a pig, it's a bacon deck of cards. This is actually put out by Vanda Cards um, very recently. This had actually, Vanda Cards had partnered up with someone to do this deck. I think it was last year on Kickstarter, and it was not successful. It was actually some kind of bacon group online. I'm not sure exactly, I don't remember who it was, but and the initial idea was to offer a deck of cards that had a bacon scent, but they didn't get funding. But kudos to David of Vanda Cards for actually getting this deck made now. He actually went to USBC, funded it himself, printed 1,000 decks, so it's very limited. He got in on that 1,000 deck print run, which is pretty cool. And also kudos to him for actually standing up on the forums and backing up his words. There were some people on the forums who weren't believing him on the 1,000 deck print run, and who don't trust him too much because some of them may have not gotten what they were owed from Kickstarter projects. But David, to his credit, he went, here's the paperwork from USBC, 1,000 deck print run. Shut up. and, and they did. They took their tail and they went back away, pretty much. But I really like that. And to his credit, he doesn't owe me anything. He has sent me everything. So if there's a couple of people who had decks get lost in the mail or had communication issues with them, that's one thing. But I think for the most part, most of his customers are in good standing. And he's doing good with this one. He had people pledge for this one, pay for this one on his website. He did use Crowd Tilt at first. I'm not sure if he's still using it. And he sent them out pretty quick, so that's awesome. Definitely his reputation is improving, in my opinion. So the front of the box, I'll look at quickly. It says Bacon Playing Cards. First edition. I don't think there's going to be a second edition, but you never know. Life is just better with bacon on the bottom. And you see a little pig on there, and it's sitting on a frying pan too. Pretty cool. On the side it says Vanda with the logo, which is actually mirror image, reversible. VandaCards.com. The other side, same thing. As with all the decks. The top you see some bacon strips, which you'll also see on the back design. And the bottom it says made by United States Playing Card Company in Kentucky, made in USA. The back you see bacon strips. That's the back design. How fitting is it that I'm doing this review first thing in the morning? But anyways, and more of the bacon on the flap. Inside the cards, first of all, there is an ad card, which looks basically at the front of the box. It says Bacon Playing Cards, first edition, one of 1,000 decks, designed by VandaCards.com. And on the other side, you see the back design. It's basically borderless, casino style. It is, unfortunately, from what I can tell, a one-way back design, but very, very unnoticeable. Actually, I could be wrong on the one-way back design. I thought I saw it yesterday, but now I'm not seeing it. I think you can see a little bit, perhaps, in this corner. But I think that maybe it's just a miscut by USBC, so it's an unintentional one-way back design, if anything. Not intentional. You also get this card inside. It's 10 Bacon Commandments. We'll go through them. First of all, number 10. Bacon is the only choice. Number 9. Bacon is a necessity, not a luxury. 8. Most problems can be solved with bacon. I don't know about that one, but it's still funny. 7. Crispy and chewy bacon are equally acceptable. 6. You can eat bacon and still be vegetarian. Not quite sure that's possible, but okay. 5. Bacon is a great aphrodisiac. I wouldn't know, but maybe. 4. A meal without bacon is hardly worth eating. 3. Even pigs like bacon, that's a fact. It's pretty strange. 2, all food is better with bacon. And number 1, there must always be bacon in the fridge. That's your 10 bacon commandments. I think that's pretty funny. I noticed that he has multiple different colors of like reds and browns, peaches on there. Joker is his next. The Joker, it's a pig. It says Joker in the 2 corners. It actually reminds me of, actually it's the same thing as what they had on a poker chip that they created that they called a porker chip. And that's one side of the chip and one Joker. And the other side, well, of course, the back side. Everyone's favorite part. And again, Joker in the 2 corners. And it's basically showing both sides of that poker chip that they did. But I didn't get that. Aces. Ace of spades. Spade tip with a pig in it. It says a meal without bacon is hardly worth eating. Very nice spade tip. You'll notice that these cards have 4 indexes on them, which is great for left-handed people and right-handed people. And they're all completely custom. Pips are completely custom. Ace of Hearts says bacon is a great aphrodisiac. They're all similar, but still nice. Custom. This one says even pigs like bacon. That's a fact. And they're just repeating some of the 10 bacon commandments on the aces. And it says all food is better with bacon. And then we get to the court cards. You get your queens. They all seem to be holding flowers. The jacks all seem to have chef's hats and utensils. This guy's got a spoon. This one's got a ladle, aka a bigger spoon. Here's your suicide king. He's stabbing himself in the back of the head. I'll get back to that one in a minute. More queens. Take note, if you will, the positioning of the pips on these court cards. You'll see why in a minute. This one's got a spatula on the king. They're all very similar. They're basically the same thing, different hairstyle. Actually, almost the same hairstyle in some cases. I think all the queens have the same hairstyle, the jacks have the same hairstyle, and the kings have the same hairstyles. The body, you see the bacon strips. All the queens have flowers. Kings have different cooking stuff, and so did pigs. This one's got a rolling pin. Actually, a jacks, I mean, not pigs. Egg beater thing, frying pan, and a big ass fork. Now the thing I wanted to mention is, notice the pips, they're on these 2 corners. You get to the suicide king, and because he's got the knife on the other side, the pips have been reversed. It might be a little bit confusing for cards or whatever when you're looking for the pips on the one side and then they're not there. But it is what it is. It's just a minor thing. I just thought I would notice that. I noticed that. I thought I would mention. It's pretty funny. He's stabbing himself in the head. And then we get to the number cards. Customized pips. And also the orientations as usual with his decks. And one more thing to notice. Each suit has a different bacon type color. We got a peachy color, kind of a darker peachy color, light brown. This one is red, and this one is basically a burgundy. It looks kind of dark in there, but that's what it is. So that's pretty cool. Nice colors. They fit with the overall theme. Court cards fit with the overall theme, although they're very similar to one another. The jokers are funny. The aces are good. I like this deck. The back design, borderless, looks really cool when you fan them out, as you can see. Let's say when you spread it out, more or less. Maybe not the best back design for Magic or whatever, because it's got no borders, but then again, some editions do like that, because it makes it easier to hide passes and stuff like that. But if you got a face-up card, it's not going to be hidden. But at the same time, with the court cards you've got, Probably not the best one for Magic. But it is a fun deck. It's cool for fun Magic tricks or fun card games. I like it. You can get it at vandacards.com. And if you're looking for other cool, fun playing cards and a different type of baking playing cards that's similar and different, go to Collectible Playing Cards. Check out their bicycle baking playing cards. Use the code VJSA32, get 10% off your order. And join the club. Use the code VIC10, get $10 off the club. And get access to exclusive decks. Anyways, that's what I've got. Stay tuned for more. I'll see you next.